Number one, how would I benefit by getting you angry? By making you debate with me and argue with me? Will I benefit or will you benefit? Because I'm not going to let you win the argument. I'm going to keep you going and keep you going. I know you got some business over there to tend, but I know this is something that you're passionate about, so I'm going to keep you arguing. So am I benefiting or are you benefiting? Number one. Number two. So number two, anger. Yeah, we have different groups, officers or just people in general, like me. Sometime I had to really work on not being able to control the things that I feel really passionate about. The things that, not being able to control my anger when I see wrongdoing, or when towards me or towards others. Not being able to control that, what we call or may identify as anxiety, when we start feeling really sweaty and get that nervous feeling within inside when certain people are around us. And so not being able to control that might be something that's good. We have so many licensed personnel online. We have, if you can't afford it on the outside or with your insurance, or whether you have insurance or not, we have so many trauma specialists, childhood trauma specialists. We have so many coaches, make you feel good and get out of the funk. We have so many comedians. One which I really, really love is Schuler, Schuler King. Some people identify him as a Bernie Mac, which I can see that as well, but I think it's more deeper than that, more of some Dave Chappelle flavor in there. You know what I'm saying? So music, whatever kind of music, but do the music just got you, bopping your head for what? Or are you, feeling, what is it, binaural, or I can't remember the name of it, but it's a certain type of beat that can get your mind going and your brain going. Especially if you're in those families where you really want to get some peace, and the only peace you can have is going into the bathroom, and that might not even be possible sometimes, depending on how long you need to get away. Or you go into a closet and try to quiet your mind, depending on how loud the household is. And the main thing is getting quiet, learning what makes you move, not only learning about your personality, behavior, when you're interested, is like really looking into it and questioning the things that you do, or questioning the things that's coming up in your mind. And when you get quiet, start saying, I never used to act upon those things that came up in my head when I was quiet. But that's something, that might be good to listen to, if you agree. I'm just sharing from my experience, getting quiet and acting upon some of those things that come up in my mind and my brain, or even questioning some of those things. Why am I thinking that way? Or why did I react that way? And then go look a little deeper and find information on it. And it never hurt me. It has helped me tremendously. I just thought about a number 3. There are people that watch, and because you are passionate about whatever you believe in, you're going to get you some Aunt Your Mama pancakes. Pancake mix made by somebody that's totally different than you. So the same thing with organizations and things that are coming up. They watch you, and they're going to benefit by getting money while you still broke. by coming up with organizations that you are passionate about, but it's not benefiting you. And it's not aligned with what you believe and what you think. So what you do, if you have been watching, for example, I watch independent news media, not the regular news. Those independent news medias that have to, you know, they have monthly fees and things of that nature, but they are consistent. You may not agree with everything, but they are putting the news out. They're doing the homework. They're doing the research. And you have watched them for years on a consistent basis. Or there's someone that's doing the research on something that you're passionate about, that you're curious about, and you have watched them for quite a while. Those are the people that you want to ask them, whether it's through their inbox or leave a reply and say, I'm thinking about this business over here. They claim to be this and that. Have you heard of them? What is your review on them? They may answer you, they may not. You find somebody else that may answer you or may not. You got to do your own homework and don't just jump into something because it sound good, it feel good. Because people are watching you. They know what you like, they know what you bowdy, and what you're passionate about, what you get angry about, what you get anxious about, and they feed on that by watching you. If one thing I have learned from the past or living in this world, helping so many people, and that has been passed down and passed down and passed down for many centuries, it gets you nowhere. You got to help yourself. Focus on self, not in a selfish way and not in a conceited way. That's it. I'm going to do a little bit about the black-white thing. I think I'm on number 4, 5, 6, 7. And you might be like, oh no, we're not going to talk about race, that word race. We're not going to talk about that word prejudice. But if you've known me for some while, or if you've been watching for a little bit, sometimes I talk about things in another way. And here I want to start with one of my children. They had an encounter with the police. Police drove them home, but as they were driving them home, they cursed the police out and called them, you white this, you white that, blah, blah, blah. And come to find out, I don't know what happened. And the person was Puerto Rican. And all we could do was laugh about it. And all I could do was think, I'm glad you told me this a whole lot later, what was going on, because I'd have went back to what was taught and left down to me from slavery days is go grab a belt or a switch from the yard and go beat them. Not funny, but I can laugh now. And so a lot of times I harp on personalities, behaviors is what also I've been taught from clinical psychologists. That's what it's really about. And I've experienced that, and I wanted to talk about that in the workplace. Say, for example, I'm sitting next to someone that's white, and I'm like, why do I not feel this intense feeling when I'm sitting next to them? Why are we laughing so much? Why are we vibing so much? Like, why it appears to me that they can relate to me and I can relate to them, and it's a good vibe. And then I can compare that to another when we talk about, race. another white person sit next to me and I feel the tension. I can see a Klan hat when I just look at them. I can feel it. I can see it, and I get that anxiety feeling. I get that nervous feeling that it's a familiar feeling to me. And so I just wanted to talk about it on that level. Like, sometimes, yes, where you come from and background does matter as far as race. Sometimes horoscope matters. You want to be the same as, the same person sign as you. Sometimes personalities, if you take a personality test, whether it be the DISC personality test, the Enneagram, the Myers-Briggs, and you're like, oh, we got the same, score the same on it, but it's still other stuff that is involved that makes up the whole the whole person. You may have some similar qualities, but some are just not becoming of you. And I have learned that. That's all I'm sharing. And that part is it as far as the word race, the word prejudice. And that's all I can think of right now. All right. Have a good day. Peace. Oh, I know what I left out. I left out someone can be the same color of me, come from the same background as me, have the same type of color as far as mother and father as me, and they can be sitting next to me, and I'm like, it could feel comfortable, and we're vibing and this and that or whatever, same thing. And then you can have someone that's the same color, same background, and you're like, oh my gosh, this person, they're not bad, but it just doesn't fit whom you are or what your makeup is and what you choose to believe and advocate for. So it can be totally different with the same, so the stereotypes is not just cut and dry, like that. There's always gray areas. It's not just black and white, things of that nature. Okay, I'm gone for real now. Bye.